Hello guys, welcome to iTutor Academy. In today's section, we will start with the 9.5, that is cost segregation. Okay, we already discussed the chapter initial section in last videos. So this is a subsection 5 of MMBC 004 Unit 9. So some broad guidelines may be suggested to divide cost into two dominant groups, that is fixed and variable. They are listed below. Costs that remain invariant to the volume of activity would be considered fixed. No costs are fixed forever. The concept is relative to the planning horizon, usually a short run one, and the relevant range of activity. Costs that vary in direct proportion to the volume of activity will be classified as variable costs. Costs that otherwise belong to a mixed category, which neither belong neatly to category A, that is not to category B above, would in fact be apportioned to one of the two categories, fixed or variable. If a mixed cost varies in sum, that is not direct proportion to output or volume of activity, it will be classed as a variable cost. On the other hand, if a mixed cost is predominantly fixed, it would be classed as a fixed cost. Methods to segregate cost. In the previous unit, various methods of segregating semi-variable cost into fixed and variable elements were discussed. Here we repeat two statistical techniques which may be employed to separate fixed cost and variable cost, that is least squares and scatter diagram. And here is also illustration sections, least square also here, and calculation of fixed and variable elements are there. So you just go through this illustration section, it will more help you, and the scatter diagram also here, activity also here related to this, and the regression equation calculated above may be fitted by freehand on diagram where direct labor hours are. This is based on the illustration section. So scatter diagram also. Okay, so do the activity also, it will be more clear. And next is marginal cost and contribution. Once the fixed and variable costs are segregated, it becomes possible to calculate the total contribution as well as total contribution per unit. You will recall that total contribution equals the difference between sales and variable, that is marginal cost. Total contribution per unit is expressed in per unit terms by dividing both sales and variable cost from per unit selling price. The total contribution may be directly divided by total number of units to obtain similar result. And you must now understand the basic thrust of the profit graph presented in an earlier section. So far you must be wondering how the contribution line was plotted on that graph. Now probably it is easier to comprehend. The contribution line is in fact obtained by plotting contribution per unit figures against different levels of sales values. And break-even point, we had earlier stated that the break-even point is not all that is contained in the CVP analysis. It is only incidental to such an analysis. You have already seen that the break-even point is just one point on the whole journey of the contribution line as it transits from the fixed cost point F to the profit point P via the sales revenue line versus the x-axis. Margin of safety. While revealing the estimate profit or loss at different levels of activity, the profit graph also suggested the magnitude by which the planned activity level can fall before a loss is experienced. A graphical glimpse into cost volume profit structure is here. So here is the graph based on that. You just go through it, and break-even chart also here. So these are the break-even charts. And purpose of break-even chart is here. The figure represented in subsection provided a glimpse of the uses of which break-even analysis can be put. The objective is to offer a visual comprehension of a few illustration situations are here. So you just go through it, it will be more clear. Okay, these are the illustration section. So here is an activity section also. CVP and break-even analysis, a resume. This concluding section of the unit present the CVP relationship and break-even application in the form of mathematical formula. FC means fixed cost. These are the short forms of that. and BE point, break even point is here. This is the mathematical equation based on that, and illustration section also you just try to do the illustration section and it will help you to your final exam. In between any doubt you can contact us for the doubt clearance. And summary of this unit is cost volume profit analysis provide a framework within which the impact of volume changes may be examined on profit in the short run, and cost behavior is added as a dimension, and corresponding changes in profit break even point and margin of safety are observed. So break even analysis is an integral part of CVP analysis, even though the former is just incidental to the latter. Okay, so these are the summary of this chapter, and keywords also from this unit are here. In case you feel any words are tough, you just refer this section, and the self-assessment questions also from this unit. First question is, what is CVP analysis? Does it differ from break-even analysis? How do you compute the break-even point? Though the break-even chart and profit graph intended to show the same information, they seem to differ from each other. Examine and explain the statement. Next is, this break-even approach is great stuff. All you need to do is worry about variable cost. The fixed cost will take care of themselves. Discuss. What is mean by margin of safety? How is it determined? And next is, you are asked to employ break-even analysis for suggesting likely profit and losses at a different level of sales activity. Do you think your report would be invalid by certain factors? Give your answer with the examples. Okay, there is a true and false questions also here, and short notes also here, and you just do it. And questions related to mathematical equation questions also, you just try to answer this, and in between any doubts you can contact us. We will explain the questions. Okay, and it will help you for your term and examination, this practice, and also your assignment questions also you practice parallelly, and that is definitely you will do, because it that need to submit for your examination, right? So parallelly also you do this also. Okay, and this is about today's session. For more videos related to MBA Ignou, you just do like, share and subscribe our channel. We will share more videos for you, and you can comment your suggestions also. Through your suggestions we will definitely do our better videos further. Thank you so much.
i-tutor EAS presents IGNOUMBA complete syllabus coverage classes and individual semester base subject coverage program for MBA students, online and flexible sessions. For more details, contact 62382 1788.